So according to official sources, that's correct. Yeah, more than $1 million. Yeah.
Please quiet in the auditorium.
Yeah. Then to Mr. Kola Abiola, he repeatedly made a claim that the National Security Council hasn't met since 1999. That's not correct. Multiple reports show that under various presidents, President Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan, and before him, Yar'Adua, and Buhari, the latest city being October 14. Yeah, so the NSC, the National Security Council, has been meeting. So the verdict for that is false. Yeah. Then Mr. Peter Obi claimed that he was awarded the best governor in Nigeria in the health sector. No, that you actually didn't say MJJ. Yeah. Okay, sorry. By Bill and Melinda Gates.
Please, let's allow the fact checker to do its work.
Reports we have show that
thereafter the candidates will have an opportunity to respond.
On July 30, Mr. Obi was awarded the best performing governor on the eradication of polio in the Southeast geopolitical region by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And the award was presented by then the Minister of State for Health, Mohamed Pathé, with a cash prize of 120 million naira. So that's what we actually got immediately. Yeah, thank you. Then Mr. Rabi'u Musa Kwankwaso claimed that Nigeria's military has 250,000 personnel.
Please, let's allow the fact checker to give his report.
Well,
the candidates will have the opportunity to respond.
So at the Arise TV presidential debate or presidential town hall meeting, they brought fact checkers to fact check the figures, the statements that will be made by these 4 presidential candidates. Recall that the presidential candidates that were invited for this debate is Peter Obi of Labour Party, Atiku Abubakar of PDP, Kwankwaso of New Nigerian People's Party, and Kola Abiola of People's Redemption Party. So these are the statements they made and what the political fact checkers has got to say. So they have a Twitter verified page known as Center for Democracy and Development, CDD West Africa. You can go there and check it. So the first fact checking they did was on Kola Abiola of PRP. He said the Nigerian National Security Council has never met since 1999. Their verdict is this: the Constitution determines the National Security Council in the 3rd Schedule, Part 1, Section K. The council consists of the President, Vice President, Chief of Defense Staff, Ministers of Interior, Defense, Foreign Affairs, the NSA, Inspector General of Police, and other members that the President might invite. The NSC has never met since 1999. In fact, as recently as the 15th of September 2022, this council met with the relevant officers as stated in the Constitution. So their verdict on what Kola Abiola said is false. So Kola Abiola really lied. The next verdict is him saying that the PRP, People's Redemption Party, was the first party to field a female running mate in a presidential election. Their verdict is this: Nigeria's first election in a presidential form of government was in 1979. Of the 5 political parties, only the PRP's Aminu Kano fielded a woman as his presidential nominee, and that's true. Bola Ogunbo. So what his claim was true. Then back to Peter Obi. Peter Obi won a Gates Prize for his performance as governor in 2013. The then Minister of Health Minister Mohamed Payat provided an award to Peter Obi as the best performing governor on the eradication of polio in the Southeast from Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation at the ceremony at the Women's Development Center in Oka. This award was for his work in the health sector, especially noting that the state had remained polio-free in the past 5 years. So that Peter Obi's claim is true. Then back to Peter Obi's claim, he said the federal government give Peter Obi the prize for best road network. So Peter Obi claimed that the federal government gave him a prize for best road network. So this is the verdict. Some of Peter Obi's achievements are outlined with enough sources for verification, which include health, funds management, and infrastructure, amongst others. However, there is no mention of where or when he was awarded by the Nigerian government for the best road network in the country while he was governor of Anambra State. But many people are saying that yes, he was recognized. He was recognized by the federal government. I've forgotten the name of that body. He was recognized, as the governor that has the best road network. Asphalting up almost 800-kilometer roads. Providing so many roads and all of that. So he, in his own claim, might be true. So I don't think but I believe everything should be online. But so it's not online. So Peter Obi's claim is false. There are 8 local governments under bandit attack in Niger State. So, and it is true. There are currently 8 in fact, the governor of Niger State, Abubakar Sani Bello, earlier this year told the news outlet that 7 to 8 local governments in Niger State are under bandit attack. So that Peter Obi's claim is true. Kwankwaso, back to Kwankwaso, he said that he left no debt when he stepped down as Kano State governor. So the verdict is this. Multiple reports have confirmed that Rabi'u Kwankwaso left the state in debt when he left the government house in Kano State. His successor in 2015, Abdullahi Ganduje, stated that the governor left the state in over 3 billion naira debt. Other government officials in Kano State have made reference to that situation. So his claim that he left no debt when he left stepped down as governor of Kano State was like Kwankwaso lied in this one. Kwankwaso also lied again. He said we are giving out 2.2 million oil barrels according to OPEC regulation. This is the verdict. Nigeria's oil output per day currently stands at 1.742 million barrels as at October 6, 2022. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, slashed Nigeria's oil output by 4.6% to 1.742 million barrels per day for November 2022 from 1.826 million barrels per day in August 2022. So Kwankwaso's claim that we are giving out 2.2 million oil barrels according to OPEC is a blatant lie. Then back to Peter Obi. Peter Obi says oil contributes less than 10% to our GDP, about 50% of government revenue, and 80% of our foreign exchange. The oil sector contributes less than 10% to Nigeria's GDP, according to Global Age. The oil sector in Nigeria contributes more than 50% of government revenue and 90% of our foreign exchange. So their verdict is partially true. There's nothing like partially true. The thing there is true. You can't say something is partial. It's either true or false. So it's true. Here again, he said agriculture contributes the most of Nigeria's GDP. Their verdict, of course, you should know that it's very true. The Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Mohammed Abubakar, in September 2022 said the agriculture sector contributed 20% to the nation's gross domestic product, topping the chart in a survey of 7 sectors identified to have contributed to Nigeria's economy in the second quarter of 2022. So almost everything Peter Obi said is true. But then Kwankwaso lied, Abiola lied. So who do you think is honest here? Of course, the answer is simple: Peter Obi.